Hello, hello, welcome everyone to Sunday Shogi. How are you guys? Hi Pinaiko, Tout once more. Thank you for the raid. Jinjin and Mifa, welcome. Whoop. I lowered my chair so it might have looked fancy. Today we're gonna continue with our series of analyzing your games, guys. If you didn't post your game in our formula yet, here is where you do it. And we already have few of them lined up, so we will jump right to it. Okay, we have Valorant's game for the YouTube. We're gonna analyze it. Then we start with Tom Blunt's. Tom Blunt said that he don't mind if it's on YouTube or not, but because we have one game waiting, so I guess we can analyze it on stream. This is 81 Dojo. Then we will have Valorant again. This time we're gonna analyze it on stream as well. Navoiska, who is actually playing right now. I saw the name somewhere. Also live stream. I don't mind either. Would be Conteti. We might see it and decide whenever it's YouTube or not. Toad, and finally Ian Gray. In this order, do we have anything new? No, that's all of them. So we have 6 Kifu for now. Okay, and we'll start with Tom Blunt's, followed by Valorant, Novoiska, then we have 2 Lee Shogi, so finally it will be Ion. You have the Butsu game. Sure, we can take a look at it as well. So Tom's game, Sente. Will be the comment for the game is, this was my first game on 81 Dojo in over a month and I thought it was pretty epic. Amusing too. And not well played. My opening was pretty incoherent, but I don't think it really hurt me. The middle game is definitely bad though. Okay, where's the epic part? But maybe a good lesson in perseverance. I don't blame my opponent for dishonorably disconnecting at the end, lol. So I wonder which part of it is epic. There's a lot of negativity there. But yeah, let's take a look, shall we? Maybe it was epic. We just don't know about it. All right. Tombe. That actually not wrong. Tombland. I wrote tombe, which has a meaning on its own, which I didn't predict. Oh well, we're gonna go like this. Okay. So there's no particular question. It seems just the length. 177 moves. All right, I see why it might have been epic. So this first move, it's you go directly for third 5 rook. I would recommend pushing this pawn first. If they push this pawn, then you go. If they open their bishop line to close it, then move the rook. I would recommend that. Because if you do that, and they were to open the bishop line, it's a little bit difficult to push this pawn. Because of this drop. This, of course, leads to opening on its own. But, yeah. Pawn push would be more natural, I feel. Okay, but we arrived at this position anyway, so not a big problem here. Here we might be tempted to exchange it immediately, yeah. Okay. So as you see, it's very easy for our opponent to defend it. There was nothing rook with keeping the rook here, or like putting it back here, or just, yeah, keeping it here is not a big deal. And just developing our castle. Putting it here though, it might happen that your rook will end up in front of your pawns without having a target, so we're gonna see where it goes, yeah? And it kind of allows your opponent to play a move for free. So generally you don't want to like just target something. Target, they answer, make a good shape, and then your rook is in the wilderness, yeah? You don't want to have this situation, so it's better to just keep it. They're gonna move the general anyway, but you're not gonna waste a move to give them a free move, right? Yeah, so see, what did we do in this opening, yeah? We moved the rook here, we moved it here, moved it here. So we made 1, 2, 3 moves, all of the rook movement. But those 3 moves we could have invested in putting king into safety. 1, 2, 1, 2, and like edge pawn push, yeah? And the rook would be still here. Well, if they drop the pawn, maybe we move it here or here. Would be much better invested time, right? Hi, any making? Yeah, no, it's not about me liking it, it's about me explaining how we can improve, right? That's what we do today. Okay, Anaguma, yeah, sure. That's not a very standard move. But sure. We don't want bishop exchange. I can accept that. So yeah, the problem is they're playing right side king, and we will have to counter it properly. The rook is in front of the pawns. They have like very heavy, high shape, so it's gonna be really hard for this rook to survive currently. This is why it's better not to put it there. Yeah, Furiana, yeah, it's good. Furiana is good. But yeah, you carefully put the silver, protecting the knight, to put the bishop here, targeting this weakness of the castle. So next we have to force this, put a pawn in front of the enemy king, and we have some form of attack. And instead we attack here. Okay, I mean, that's also an option. But they're gonna exchange... Yeah, so the problem is if we go here, they're not gonna take it and go here. Yeah? And then this bishop is a little bit hanging and we lost a lance. So this is why maybe this isn't the best idea. Yeah, now we understand it. And you try to handle it. Yeah, move the bishop back. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're surviving. Yeah, sure. Oh. So now your opponent like dropped this bishop here. We would like this bishop just to be blocked and stay there forever. So if we could, I would like to use another piece than the bishop. If we're afraid of the rook. Yeah, maybe we're forced to drop the bishop, yeah. Pawn push could be another option. Like, you block their bishop, now they cannot continue attacking, yeah? This type of deal. We also don't have any way of the attack, but that's another story. If you go here, this is very aggressive. Now they blocking your bishop. And yeah, they have a better bishop now, so that's unfortunate. Bishop for a knight is a big disadvantage. So generally, this flow of the game is that they took a free bishop, well, for a knight, but it's almost like free, and then we sabaki the rook for a bishop. So they have a rook, we have a bishop, and then we have this knight that's gonna die. So generally speaking, we're losing if they were to defend this silver. If they were to defend this silver, those 2 pieces die. The Anaguma's head's getting exposed. All they have to do is drop the rook somewhere here, make this token slowly approach, and Anaguma will die surrounded. So this is how the opponent should have won here. He didn't notice the silver, so it makes it a little more complex. But it doesn't change the fact that this bishop will be under lots of pressure and eventually will die for free. Well, not for free. Okay, so the reason why I say for free is because they get a bishop, you get a silver, so it's an exchange, but you also give them a knight. So usually we say bishop for 2 pieces, but here you're getting silver for 2 pieces. So it's like a huge material loss for you. Yeah, that's not for free, that's just a huge material loss. Now you're trying to surround the king, but hey, did you know that this tiny silver that affects the square has no way to reach this king that has all this living space over here, all of the squares. This king is gonna survive, gonna live forever, yeah? So all the opponent has to do is ignore this guy, continue attacking. Yeah, no, of course, we're gonna defend, we're gonna answer the name of, oh my gosh, yeah. Guys, in this type of situation, your king is in Zetto. We talked about this yesterday. Zetto. Your king is untouchable. Your opponent has nothing. Just ignore it. Oh, silver drop, so scary. Oh no, you're gonna take my... Okay, actually, maybe it's gonna kill your rook. Oh no, they're gonna take my gold. Oh no. What am I gonna do, right? Oh no, they're gonna make a check. Oh, they're gonna chase me all around. Oh no, I have to defend. Uh-oh, I have to defend. Uh-oh, now they're gonna murder me. Oh no! Yeah, basically, yeah. I guess there's this attack. Maybe it's not this easy, but we can always escape her, you know? Arrive at exactly same position, avoiding the threat, and then attack, yeah. What's the best way to attack here? Drop a bishop or something? Even if we give them a bishop, it's nothing, right? I would like to have a knight here eventually, but first maybe I drop a bishop. Let's say they promote, I drop a knight. Let's say they come in. Yeah. And then we win, right? Because what happened is we slow down our attack. We don't exchange pieces. We stack them together. And then therefore it makes a powerful attack, right? Here we decide, oh, I have enough attacking pieces. I'm gonna jump in, right? It's gonna be pretty cool. Even if they take here, I can attack slowly. Yeah, I can just take this piece here. Actually, this is a mate as well. Yeah, like the point is you realize that no matter what they do, my king is going to survive. And then you just go for it. Yeah, we just took an extra careful step. We escaped early. And then we just go for it. Yeah, and our king is untouchable. Hello, Kashiro. You ever sit in a scalding hot shower and pretend you're a hard-boiled egg? So sitting in a shower, it's not something, unless, I mean, shower's supposed to be taken standing, unless, I don't know. Pretend you're a hard-boiled egg. I mean, I like hot shower, but not necessarily have to think I'm an egg. I just enjoy the hot shower. Hello, Dumi. Yeah. So this is one way to win a game, yeah? In a very solid manner. Not giving the enemy chances, yeah? This is defending, and sometimes it happens you drop too many pieces in defense and then suddenly it becomes a mud fight. So it's better to go for a clear win. Yeah, I don't know what your opponent is doing here. This is the mud fight, yeah? This is going weirdly suddenly he's losing the rook in the game. It's gonna be weird. But yeah, the idea is similar. Try to defend everything, and this is the moment again. Like this king, entering king is unstoppable. You can just concentrate on the attack. Yeah. There's no need to do that. There's no need to touch those pieces. The more you touch those pieces, the more they will come alive. What you want to do is force them to become a stone, yeah? To be frozen in time. Yeah, if you didn't give them the gold, they wouldn't have a gold drop. Yeah, quite dangerous because we didn't put any moves in the attack, yeah? Quite dangerous. And suddenly the king is slowly surrounded. This is typical mad fight. The mad fight. Okay, yes. Yeah, he wanna win without winning. That's not an option in Shogi. No, that's not an option. It's not an option. Finally, we're attacking. Oh, we're still defending. Ah. How long do you wanna defend? How long? Oh my god. Tom, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Your opponent didn't disconnect. He rage quitted. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, a description of a mad fight. Now I'm really tempted to put this on YouTube as well to show how you should decide a shogi game without allowing this mad fight to be. I might consider putting this on YouTube, Tom, if you don't mind. Yeah, so the point is you realize that you have huge advantage. Like here, let's analyze this position. Sure, the king safety is looks at the first glance, it looks bad because they have a full castle, almost 4 pieces. We have nothing, but Tom has only 2 silvers. In fact, 1, because this one is just stuck there. So this is the moment where you leave it. Yeah, this is, you have all the space. Realize how much space you have in the variation that we show. Yeah. But what are you missing? You're missing an attacking piece. How about we make one? Yeah. Here. I mean, to avoid that creepy line with a gold drop, we can always go here. Yeah. Continue attacking. Yeah. We need to make the pressure. All right. Thank you, Tom. That was quite interesting indeed. So, yes, as you said, the opening was a little bit awkward. Your determination was quite amazing. You basically made this player rage quit, which is my favorite thing to do when I was younger. So congratulations, he's getting one step closer to being an amazing shogi player. Yeah, for example here, like a pound drop, yeah? If your king is unsafe, sure, if your target was to make the invincible shape of the entering king, now make sure you take the talking advantage, yeah? Talking advantage, it's what we like. And then you have a knight, what you gonna do with that knight? Drop it here? Well, we make the talking, yeah? Pound drop? Aha! I can just move back. Yeah. Yeah, Tom was sent. Oh, yeah, Tom was sent. Yeah, he survived even though he was losing. Yeah. You can see his name here. Yeah, really nice, interesting game to show how important it is to decide the game early. Yeah. Thank you for sending, Tom. Next we have Valorant. I have a feeling I outplayed him in the opening, but failed to defend properly. Okay, we're gonna take a look at Scott. Flip. Really nice comeback indeed. You might consider this move as well. You got the advantage of the pawn exchange. Then use the floating rook to prevent them from an exchange. Yeah, it's an option here. This is, of course, a normal move as well. So we have two options, climbing silver or reclining or rapid advancing silver. It seems to me you're choosing rather this one. Okay. So yeah, this is the moment where a crossing rook comes to play. So takes, we have to drop. We don't have to drop. Okay, so if you're gonna do this, you're losing this pawn and that's disadvantage. This is why having this rook here might help with that. And the other thing is, I would try to open my bishop line around here. I know it's a little bit awkward because we're giving them 2 pawns instead of 1, right? It seems so. If they drop a pawn, we just go lightly, it's fine. We go away, it's fine, right? If they... I mean, honestly, probably their pawn opening as well is quite tricky. But, okay, let's say they take. What are we threatening exactly? Well, we could simply take the pawn that we didn't drop here and drop it there and immediately take their knight. The line that we have to be careful is this. And here, because we have this pawn, we can just defend the dangling pawn, we're fine. And we have a knight advantage. Yes, we don't have a pawn, it's gonna be hard. Do we have a knight advantage? The other plan I can see is like you drop the pawn here, we're trying to promote, so they have to take it. We take it, we drop up, threaten a pawn drop again. They drop, then we go here. It's like a magic, the double wing attack magic. Yes, I think we tried it once. There's also pair shogi, pretty much fun. There's of course many sub variations. Oh, there's also this move, by the way. There's many sub variations. Just to show you like one confusing one. Here they gonna do the same thing. And then they threatening to promote here. And then blocking your rook. So it's not very obvious to me personally, yeah? Not very obvious. But yeah, we can consider those lines. This is why Gakari is fun. The point is you don't drop this pawn immediately. Anytime they take this pawn, you're like dozo, and then you drop here. You did it live, nice. So yeah, it's kind of missed chance here. Opening the bishop line, finally chasing the rook away, pretty cool. Activating the silver, yeah, pretty nice. So we have already exchanged this pawn. I don't see the reason why to drop it immediately here. Unless you want to eat this pawn, which you shouldn't because there's a bishop drop here. Yeah, so it's a nice line to go for, but usually what we would do is to go this way. And if they take, we get a gold, we got a promoted knight, and we get a turn. So this would be amazing, yeah? The problem in this situation is they're gonna take the knight, I believe. And then your horse is hanging. I mean, if you're happy with the horse like this, then it may be possible. I mean, could be possible, yeah, maybe, but it's quite a big sacrifice, yeah? To make a weird move, we could try stuff like this. If they take with this gold, we have a rook king fork, or the silver fork as well. If they take this way, we can take this, something retakes, and then we take this silver. This would be a great success. This pawn drop is pretty nasty though. If the king goes here, continue guy. If the king goes here, we're gonna take this gold and checkmate him. This is beautiful. So the last option after the pawn drop is king here. And I'm not sure if it's good enough. But yeah, that pawn drop would make it a modified, yeah? It would make it pretty complex. I like it. For example, yeah, we go here. Yeah, we have the option of sacrifice dropping here. That's what I want to show, kinda. It's not this easy. We have the option of like attacking this rook as well. Pretty interesting line, isn't it? The pawn drop on 6-8. So yeah, the bishop promotion here is much more interesting. The other option is knight promotion. If they take this, you take this. But you can feel that it's kind of not enough, yeah? Because you give away a whole bishop compared to the previous variation. Of course, if they take here, it's like the best, because we got a whole guard for a knight, but that's not going to happen. This, yeah, they run away, and now your both bishop and knight are hanging. So you're feeling, the attacking feeling was good, it's just this tactical mistake here. Yeah, they close off your horse. Now it's back to the middle game. I mean, it's not losing or anything. It's just that it's quite rough still. You're attacking pretty well, yeah? You see the fork, you see the pawn promotion, but you kind of forgot that your king isn't exactly in a castle and that there's a whole bishop. Bishop attacking your king's weakness, which you guys as know, the edgelord, head, ears, edge. This is quite scary. This is attack on the king's head, and yeah, pretty deadly one. So this is something we should be aware of before we attack, before we give our enemy the turn. Going for blood is nice, it's nice feeling, but here you see, they also activate the rook, they get a silver in hand, and now they attack your horse and counter-attack. It's quite nice feeling for them. Here, if we went to take the turn back, we would need to sacrifice the whole horse. They still have space for their king, right? So this is something we have to think about when we take this knight, actually. If we don't take this knight, this is Shogi, my dear friends. Okay. Going for blood sounds way too intense, but hey, this is Shogi, this is how it works. Good thing you blinked. Oh, I had to throw somebody away from our chat. It would be nice to have a background music, right? Let's see. So I was saying, if you take that knight, enemy silver comes to life and this pawn comes to life as well, which enables this bishop and enables this rook. Now that we see the situation this way, you might want to reconsider taking the knight, right? Because this silver is doing an important job here. It's blocking this bishop, protecting this pawn, and this pawn is a blockade itself. Like this knight would have to sacrifice itself and this pawn push would have to happen so that we arrive in the same situation. So maybe we could play a different move here, right? This is something we should consider. What move would be good exactly? I have no idea. I just know that taking the knight isn't the best one. Yeah. I could consider blocking this bishop additionally by a pawn push, maybe. If they push my horse, I'm quite happy to move it away. There's nothing wrong with it. If they push it with the silver, oh, that's great. Eventually we'll be able to take this piece, yeah? And this is just waiting there for the chance to shine, yeah? All right, so back to the line. I mean, this looks losing already, this one. But it's pretty close. No, it's over, yeah. This is a mate. If the king runs here, double gold drop, it's gonna finish it off, yeah? So yeah, that was the critical point, I believe, Valorant. Do not enable enemy pieces, yeah? Think, how do I enable my pieces? How do I not enable enemy pieces? For example, how do I enable this gold, this silver, this rook? Those are pieces that are doing not much here. And this is why the enemy attack felt so strong in this variation. Because they completely didn't help our defense. So please try to think about this next game, yeah? And thank you for sending. Okay, next one. We have Nawoyska, Gote, and the comment is, it seems like I had a quite good position, but again oh wait, that's They both had very similar comment. It confused me. It seems like I had a quite good position, but again I responded incorrectly to the threats of my opponent. All right, that's Nawoyska. All right, let's go. So it's gonna be an opening thing, but you usually don't want to do this because then you have no way of protecting this exchange, yeah? If you go like Valorant did, then push the pawn first, see what they do, and then play this. And if they come here, bishop exchange. That would be more natural, yeah? Moving the silver early felt a little bit off, yeah? And as you will see, probably that's going to, yeah, enable them an early exchange. This is something we have to avoid. And now we have trouble pushing this because bishop takes, gold takes. This is bad shape. We would prefer to have this bishop exchange shape. Which is this. And here, if they would take, we just take it with the silver. Yeah, so the silver protection is very important here. Yeah, instead of the gold. This is why we don't move it. And the bishop exchange normally goes like this. You take it, you move the silver up, then move the gold, you move the silver, and we arrive at the most boring opening in Shogi, where you have to know the theory or you die. A bishop exchange opening. So here is how you arrive at it. Okay. It's not really boring, it's just I completely don't understand how to play it, so. Okay, but we're going for this diagonal attack, sure. That's also a possibility, but we don't have a bishop yet to help us. Okay, good. Now a middle game starts. This is part of the opening, I guess. Let's see how you deal with it. Okay, we exchange the silver. And now the rook is here protecting though, so I don't know how this pawn push is going to help us. Necessarily. I wouldn't mind moving my bishop here, attacking the rook, forcing them to go back, and then perhaps putting pressure on that bishop. This seemed a little bit too hard. Okay, we arrived at the same thing. How do I explain that? So, in the 2 games ago, we explained that pawn drop here, if possible. It's impossible now, but it generally is a good move. Because we can get a knight and a lance for free, and a token, yeah? The problem with dropping a silver is that, yes, as well, we can take a knight and a lance, but we use a whole silver to do it. And 3 moves. So the price we pay for those 2 pieces is much higher when we could have used this silver somewhere else. It's not a very efficient way of attack. I don't recommend it in general. Yes, you will have knight and lance in hand. It would be nicer to have a silver. Yeah, take a knight and lance, but your silver is gonna be stuck here forever. So, yeah, usually not a good exchange. For example, here, because it takes you 3 moves to take them, they will use this tempo to counter attack, yeah? And here, if they were to drop this pawn, maybe they can put a pressure on your rook. And this silver feels so slow compared to it, right? This is the feeling we want. You don't have time to take those pieces. Therefore, this move was a wasted move. And this piece becomes a wasted piece. And you just dropped it. It's the same like if you were to drop it, where is a random square? Like here, it's the same thing. It's just random silver somewhere, not really helping the attack, right? So we have to take something like this into consideration. Oh, that's a good sequence, actually. Okay, yeah, pretty good. I wouldn't be, again, so eager to exchange those 2 pieces. Because I'm scared about my king's safety here, yeah. You see? All those defenders disappeared. So, exchanges means you, yeah, get rid of your own defenders. So I would rather move it here. It's not gonna be easy, but they will have trouble continuing as well, I believe. If they were to go here, you just drop the bishop. If they were to target your silver, you take the lance. Then take the knight. Then if they take, you drop the knight here. So that would be a plan. The other plan is a bishop drop, yeah. So I don't think they have an easy continuation if you go back. Again, because the rook is in the front of the pawn. It's a bad shape for the rook because this pawn isn't supporting the rook. Okay, it is supporting the rook because it's sitting on its back, but it's not supporting the offense that this rook is generating. Hopefully that's more... Yeah, it's supporting it mentally, but not actually in the work it's doing. Go, rook, you can do it, I have your back. Pawn, stop hiding behind me. No, you're doing a great job. Yeah. The pawn should be in front. They are the stabby tokens. They are the most brave in on the board, they should do their job, yeah? Another thing we can target is something like this, but then they go here. Yeah, that's and then we sacrifice, they take, we promote. Yeah, that's also a nice line. Yeah, we have many nice targets if we slow the game, yeah? Rook here. Yeah, that could. Maybe we go here. Then they drop the pawn again. I mean, then we can fight back. They take, we take, they take, and we throw the silver off, maybe. Actually, throwing the silver off right now seems good too, right? More support pawns are useful in other positions. Yes, yes. So something like this is happening, yeah? This is a good aggressive pawn, yeah? Bishop, I shall enable you. Thank you so much. I was eaten. Oh no, what I'm gonna do? Actually, this was a good move for your opponent, I think. Could be a good move, possibly. They should have dropped the pawn here, but then your rook promotes. Endgame fight, yeah. Now the silver is kind of surrounding this king, so I cannot complain, but yeah. So this looks bad, not gonna lie, yeah. This looks bad. This looks bad, really bad right now. Your opponent is amazing. Okay, you're escaping. Okay, creating an escape route. I like it, but unfortunately, I think they're gonna capture you. Yeah. So again, I want you to kind of notice here. Yeah, one move, two move. Those two pieces and this silver, as predicted, weren't really useful, right? How did you know it, Karo-sensei? Well, I can tell when a silver is useless when I see it, okay? And you should too. You should know that this guy is going to sit here and waste your time. Yeah, waste your material, waste your time. Hopefully now you're gonna see it, yeah, after this game. He is definitely the piece that you should blame here for your loss. So yeah, the opening sequence is important. I like your aggression, but I don't like this attack, yeah? Something else is necessary. And what else is good? That's another question. I would try to maybe move my knight here. Shoop, shoop, attack the bishop, try to block it, activate my rook. Maybe that's what I would try. Another option is I want this rook to come here, and then I drop the silver in front of it and try to break in. It's another thing I could consider. Because they cannot play here yet. And then, yeah, the problem is when we promote, they're gonna drop the pawn, yeah. But maybe this is not too bad of a continuation. It's a little bit wonky. Maybe it's gonna allow us to survive. Freelance! No, you're paying with it for the silver. It's, how do I explain it? Dear mister, I would really like your tasty bread. Oh, thank you very much. But I don't have any money. What you gonna pay me with this Rolex watch? Like, don't do that. You know it's bad. You know it's bad. Yeah, the Discord didn't show up. I don't know why. Maybe I should like hand ping people. We are live, but our bot is dead. Everyone. Here you go. Now I pinged everyone. You should know what time the stream is. You should always have this time registered for the stream. There's a question about Shogi Wars thing. Entering king. Yeah, before they had like this capture the king, then they changed it. And in this time period, I got this amazing achievement where the enemy king entered my camp and he sit on 5-1 or 5-9 square, and then I checkmated him there. And I got an achievement called touchdown, and it wasn't even it was like a random picture that wasn't polished. So I knew that this is something they never expected to happen. I'm not sure if I still have this achievement though. Yeah. Hello. Random person with a very long nickname. Mr. Philip, welcome. So thank you, Navoiska. I hope you understand it a bit better, yeah. The opening moves and then the silver. Do not pay for a bread with your Rolex watch. Yeah. It is very rare. I never had it in my life ever since. Okay. Next we have Contetti. You don't mind either. Shogi Wars Kifu. I'm trying to get back into Shogi after some gap. It's an intentionally funny game. C moves 63 to 114. But I did play it sincerely, so do share my advice. Any advice you may have in between the laughter tears while reviewing the game. Self-analysis. I need to reduce Mitsume, need to research Bogin. I've been procrastinating on doing that. Might be worth trying different strategy like Furibisha question mark? Well, let's find out. Let's find out. So, your centaur got it. I have no player name. Did we have the info in the... I'm got it. Okay, got it. Gotcha. All right, so Condet is got it. Gotcha. Ah, Condet is here. Great. Is it in general not recommended to hunt for knights and lances in the early game? Depends what, like if you promote your rook and you eat them up, that's great. Gobble, gobble, gobble. But no, like taking the piece. You want to take the king. Let me say that. You want to take the king, not take the knight, right? So you shouldn't put your effort in taking the knight this much. Thank you, Melkor. Thank you. Okay, we have this opening, Bogin, sure. I don't like the fact that you started attacking and suddenly you're like, oh, joking, I'm gonna castle. I don't like that. If your plan was to attack early, either make a quick castle and attack or just attack with the sitting king. Sorry I can say long, I got to practice Japanese. Gambatte. Good luck, Brawless Domain. And hi, thank you for jumping in. So next move would be to put the rook here and put more pressure on this line. This is how we break Gangi. Yeah, the third file is the weakness. This pawn is hanging. So now we have two pawns that are totally different way of attacking. And you see this is a pressure on your king now. This is horrible. So this move is horrible. This move also is horrible, yeah? It's a nice line to try. It's a nice move to consider. But it's the incorrect direction because those two pieces are not cooperating in that direction. What was the question actually? Okay, yeah, so good attack is when you have 4 pieces, at least 3 pieces cooperating together, right? This is what defines a good attack. So how about putting this rook here? And you have pawn, silver, rook, little bit with help of the bishop, attacking together, yeah? How about that? So now the problem is this king went away, so it's gonna be harder to retreat in it. Taking notes, good. Oh, you guys are... Wow, you used this amazing blind technique, ninja, smoke bomb, and he didn't see their silvers hanging. That's a great SOG to know. I'm glad you're becoming the real ninja, the real... What was the name of that? Genin or Jonin? Yeah, really amazing. Shadow Jutsu. Very amazing. Okay, and so now we have, we just talked in the previous game, we have the advantage, right? We have the silver. How are we gonna win? Slowly, yeah, slowly. How are we gonna slow down the game? Let's see. If this bishop moves here, I will be very happy. Okay, that's also good. Nom nom nom. We're very happy. Yeah, the problem is they had a lance drop, but it's okay. Depending on the situation, our king might be a little bit unsafe, but yeah. That's what I wanted to point out. So here, maybe we should move the silver up. Just be, win slowly, as we mentioned. Maybe just a little bit slow down. If they jump in and like start giving us pieces, this time we'll have a knight drop, which will be even better. Maybe it's worth it. We already gobbled a whole gold, right? It's pretty nice. Also here, yeah, next move I would like to place this. The move I could be scared about would be to bring the horse here. Then we have to get rid of this dragon. That might have been better for them. Yeah, the question is, do we take it with the pawn or not? As well, to keep it safer, yeah. I feel the temptation of taking it, yeah. Thank you, Roland, for the raid. Okay. Oh, question marks. Question marks. I have no idea why. I mean, looks like a nice pressuring move. But I guess... What could have done? What could they have done here? I'm not sure, actually. It says it's a bad move, but I'm not sure. How is it punishable? Ah, thank you, Ronald. Oh, it's the host. Or rate and host. Thank you so much. But yeah, you can see how the king safety, yeah, it's equal. It's their move, so they might have more speed. So this is why it was a little bit unsafe. Just based on this position. Yeah, look at this and tell me who feels safer. None of them feel safe, that's the answer, but they have the move, so it's a little bit concerning. But yeah, gold here, you mean. So this is better because it's faster. Okay, yeah, I can agree with that. In this case, you have the turn. Yeah, that's important in endgame. You have the turn. This would lead to a very severe variation, ending up in checkmate. Yes, actually leading to a checkmate. So it was winning. If they go up, it also leads to a checkmate. Yeah. Yeah, so this is called Okuri Tesuji, a distraction, or like pulling the king away from the defender Tesuji. It's like the gold is like knock, 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 or like Japanese ding dong. And the king is, who's there? And the gold is like, I have a package for you. And the king is opening, oh, hello. And then gold smacks him in the face. And then Rook comes through the window. Something like this. I guess the idea is that gold doesn't smack it but distracts, and then Rook comes in through the window. But I found it funnier that the gold would be a postman and then smacks the king. And the reason why I say it's a postman, because the word okuru in Japanese means to send post or like send something. So this is why I think of postman. Ding dong, because they're deaf. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so it's about, again, winning slowly, winning safely. I like the streak that you found. Yeah, that's nice. The fact that you're attacking using the dragon is great. It's just, if we want to level up, we have to think not only what we can do, but also what the opponent can do. And therefore, we have to think one move forward. What is the best option for us in general? Nice pun. I'm glad you understood, Kushir. Yeah. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my, we're dying. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What? Oh. This king went for the whole Odyssey and Iliada. What the hell? It's an Odysseus going from Ithaca to Troya and then back. What the hell is going on? Contenti, did you lose your map toward victory at the end? You're like, oh, shiny. Oh, candy. Ooh, yeah, what the hell just happened? Wow. Wow. Okay, you cannot take this dragon. Let's agree on that. But why does it say content? It just didn't foresee the dragon promote somehow. Versus the funny part starts here. Yeah, I agree. It's definitely the funny part. Okay, yeah, we have to play those moves. Um, feels like they have Tsima, I just don't see it. They went here, right? Yeah. So here, you go here. And then you win. Because they have a silver, they can only... or here. If they drop it here, go here, they have no way of continuing check, yeah? If they go here, if we take, it's gonna lead to the previous mating line, which is quite scary. If we go here, they can go here, we go here. If they go here, it's the same line. They go here, we'll take, it survives. So if they go here, that's the scariest one. Then you just enter. And you're the last one laughing. I mean, it's the end game reading, yeah. But it looks terrible. Yeah, he chased you away a lot. Yeah, so in this situation, all those pieces concentrate on this square. You want to go as far as possible. Here, because they have diagonal piece, but yeah. Here's some... I would rather go drop the gold here. Cannot read it. I gotten so bad at Sume. Wait, actually here is a mate, right? Simply. If they take his mate, if they run his mate, if they go up, they just take, yeah. I think this is a mate. You chase, it makes it a little bit more complex. Yeah, same. Chase. There might be a mate here, I just don't see it. Hello. Sure, watch all the shogi you want. I'm blinking, guys. Don't worry, I'm blinking. The dragon is there and it kind of makes it harder. Probably the gold drop works. Yellow agrees with me, it seems. So the idea of this is if they go here, it's pretty simple bishop drop. If they go here, I think there's a bishop drop. They cannot give us the rook, so drop something, they sacrifice, go here, and this also leads to a mate. Which is kind of cool, because like suck. If they go up... I don't see. Silver drop 7-4. The same idea, yeah? Wait, what if the rook takes? So it's the same idea if we drop the silver. Rook takes. If we take, I assume. I couldn't see this one. Unless there's another move that I'm missing, but... Because gold on 6-7 can be always taken with check. 6-7. I see. I was also thinking that this move is possible with check, but so what you're saying is just force him out there and then take this gold with a check. Ooh. And then the king runs here, right? Or here. Or here. Bishop 5-6, king goes up. And then the dragon. That would be really nice. That would be really nice. In the same way, I think we could have taken this and like have one more piece, but I'm not sure. Yeah, anyway, that line works as yellow said. So how to win safely, yeah? You have an advantage, so down again. Maybe here was a good move. This shape I don't really like, but yeah, I want you to also notice this. This actually gave your opponent 2 moves in a very strong vanguard pawn. So our attack failed. We should predict that this attack isn't working here. We should find out another way. Then I didn't like this pawn just hanging in there. If you go early, yeah, with the rook and so on. If you don't like it, wait few moves, yeah, maybe move the king first. Try to find more better flow. And yeah, watching pro games can help you a lot, so I recommend it very much, Contenti. Yeah, well done, Mercury, you too. Found it. All right. Toad. Toad, you're next. I share this in hope that other players can learn from my mistakes. I was certain that my king was safe. Quite dramatic introduction. Let's see, you are on top, right? So you got it. I'm gonna open a window. It's getting quite hot. Oui. Let's go. So this is like this weird trend when they use the bishop on the edge and so on, but it's clearly going for this central rook edge bishop. So we will have to be very careful to not give them a target. And if you're a static rook player, usually you keep this to defense. I would use this silver to defense rather. And we have to start thinking about this early. This bishop is gonna be a nuance. Nuance is not the word. Like annoying. And the shape they wanna build is this rook. So if you play this speeds them up to this shape. Instead, maybe you would like to consider pushing this move first, so that when they come, you're here already. They defend, you already take. If they take, you take. The problem here is they might push and like jump in. If you drop the pawn, maybe they're gonna sacrifice the bishop. Like do this. It's also okay for you. But maybe you wanna reconsider defending low. I don't know actually. Yeah, this is the variation you might wanna reconsider. So here I would recommend defending by the rook maybe. Or by the gold. Some other general coming in. And if they make this shape, then they have this shape. Yeah, but you're not breaking. Anytime they exchange, you just push the edge, they come in. You're safe enough. So generally this is good. Not sure about the silver. But yeah, you wanna see what your opponent wants and how do you what do you do against it? How do you deal with it? I mean, it's quite scary. It's like fighting on top of your like king's head. So maybe you wanna slow down. And then you can slow down. The problem with this rook, they will probably play this and like mess up with your rook. So I cannot like 100% recommend it. So it's quite difficult fight, yeah, but we have to be very, very careful on what they exactly want to do. It's not like they're playing drunk, they actually have a target behind it, yeah. They can create it, we don't have a lance yet, so we cannot punish them for it. How many attackers do they have on this square? How many attackers do they have on square 5-7? 5-3? 3. How many defenders do you have? 2. If you move the rook, they're gonna exchange 2 for 1 and have the dragon, right? 2 for 1. Talking and bishop for 2 silvers. De facto, bishop for 2 silvers. De facto, 2 pieces for 1, which benefits them. Yeah, it is really dangerous indeed. So you have to take it or you have to add a defender. There's no other way. Yeah, this is losing. They have 2 for 1. And a dragon. And a mate. If there is an example of how to not play Shogi, this is the perfect game to show. I'm sorry. So just out of curiosity, I'm gonna check it with the computer because it's quite straightforward line. How do I get the Kifu thing? This thing? This is Sven. Just out of curiosity. How to deal with it with the best possible way. The opponent might have accomplished the most accurately played. Yellow, after what Time Zombie showed us last Thursday, nothing is more accomplished than that. The ultimate way for Scented to win, the ultimate way for Gotted to win, it's Time Zombies doing. So yeah, clearly the computer is showing boop, gold, yeah. But yeah, it seems like they're preferring the other one as well. And voila! Pawn push on the edge. So let's open up all the... Oh, pawn push as well works. Open up all the dots that we have. Let's just clear it out. Let's see what's the best way. Silver rook. It likes your move too, I guess. Okay, let's see if this aggressive playstyle works. That's what I want to know. Rook, and then computer C also prefers to play safe moves. Silver. If we were to push, is it losing? That's my question. So it's equal. Pawn takes, rook takes, pawn drop, bishop takes. Okay, so it's equal. So it's better to play it safely. Yeah. And defend it with 3 pieces or something. Yeah, this is 2 big pieces looking directly at the head of your king that you cannot ignore that, yeah. I can do it now, Melkor, if you want. But anyway, Toad, thanks for sharing. Yeah, It's gonna be a good guidance for everybody who have the same opening. Yeah, play safely. They're going aggressive. They have only 3 pieces attacking, so if we defend with 3 defenders, we're gonna survive. Alright, yeah. So Melkor, we're gonna do this, maybe if we should ping him, right? And then we're gonna end up with Eon's game. Sorry about that, Eon. Okay. It's a handicap game. 2 piece. Against Mifa, our new king. Or the old king being new. Yeah, you said you have the data, so you should have told us earlier. I should have done it immediately. I tried to outbolt aggressive Shogi against Mifa. I think you will enjoy this game. We had an escape artist battle at the end. Alright, let's see. I didn't see the position, I blinked. Let's see. This is handicap Shogi. You should, if you put the bishop here, you should make sure that he cannot take the vanguard pawn. You should push that pawn. Now it's gonna be hard to activate your bishop. That's what Mifa taught me in the bishop handicap we played. Okay, now your bishop is captured, and then they have a horse. That's a horrible, horrible situation. Now this game is equal, because you have a rook, they have a bishop, so it's like a gold handicap rather than bishop handicap, yeah? We push aggressively, like it. Like it. Trying to activate the rook. Okay. Tolkien attack, nice. Now our king is under attack as well. We defend a little, we surround. Going for Hishi. And now the question is our king in Zeta or not? Ooh, the gold sacrifice. So if we were to drop anything, maybe there's a silver drop from behind here. Maybe it was possible as well. No, because silver drop and then hit, but then we go here. Oh, wow, 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 wow. How is this king not dead is my question. Looks so dead to me. Knight drop. And we cannot do this because this looks like a Seinstead, but because each move is a check, it becomes a loss. That's the rule in Shogi, that infinite check becomes a loss for the checking side. Because the king lives forever. Wait, he took your gold actually? That's so nasty. Well, the king kissed at the end, so it's a nice love story. That was crazy. It feels to me like maybe you had a better way to win it. Around here. I cannot tell. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so your king entered. The problem is he doesn't have any support yet. So it's very, very rough. Yeah, I guess here you're surviving simply, so it's okay. Oh, rook sacrifice. So they have a checkmate, and this is why we drop a rook, right? That's crazy. This is crazy, Matt, Melkor. Pretty impressive. actually. Oh my gosh. The knight can take it though, right? But then the horse comes in. Oh my gosh, I don't want to even think about this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, great game. I don't know what to tell you apart from the fact that you lost that bishop in the opening, yeah? In keeping the line open. That's important. The endgame was impressive. I liked it. I think I distracted him because I told him every time I changed trains. So you were playing this on train. Yeah, that would be annoying if you're trying to concentrate and it's a handicap game and your opponent's like, hey, look, man, no hands, woo! It would be annoying, let's be honest. Especially if you're trying the best, so... You accepted us. All right, even if I was fine with it, then it's fine. Yeah, it was amazing game, amazing. I would have to study in more detail to know exactly which side was winning. We could take a look at the computer a little bit, just out of curiosity. A loss is a loss, a win is a win. Yeah, I guess so. But that's not what young students should be thinking about. Many other things you should think about whenever you lost Shogi horribly, or if it lost it in a good battle. That's something that should be on your mind as well. Maybe people on Mifa's level or my level like that, maybe we can bother our brains with something like that, but there are other aspects of shogi before that. Unless it's a tournament. Yeah, unless it's a tournament. This is not an equal game. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, if you had fun, that's the most important. Yeah, I'm just curious. Yeah, okay. 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 Oh. Mifa is it? No, it's 100. So it's minus. I'm confused. Gote. So Sente is... This is hard to read. Who's winning here? I mean, it's definitely like Melkor that's winning, right? But this is Gote winning, so... Second mover, but not exactly. That needs a little bit of fixing. And for some reason, the board is flipped already, which makes it even more confusing. Okay. So now this is Mifa winning. And this is whoop. Whoop. Okay. Let's see. King runs to here was better because it doesn't become a check. Going here. Taking the bishop was better apparently. I don't know exactly why. But it was. And this is a mate, but it's with a gold drop, not a pound drop. Oh my god, the end. Alright, let's see. Gold drop. Well, king escapes, right? Rook drop. And this time the king is here, not here, which means the gold sacrifice isn't possible. So that changes everything, I assume. Bishop drop needs to be done. Any other drop makes the king be captured. And then the rook being here protects this line, so we go for Hishi. Logical. Logical. Right. Right, which was your worst move? To take the knight was bad. So if you take the knight, you give the knight, which means they have something. So it's better to defend still. Oh no, because the horse is under attack and basically the horse escapes the attack. So you should keep this pressure, right? So the best move is to take the pawn instead. Makes sense. Woo! Woo! 4,000 moves. No. 6,000 loss move, Mifa. 6,000 from plus 2,000 into minus 4,000. This drop is legend. Wait for it, Dari. Yeah. It seems like... I wonder if all the move was exactly... All of this is computer move. That's terrifying. Oh, taking the lance is better. Okay. Taking the silver. Why aren't we taking the silver? That's a good question here. Mercor, why aren't we taking the silver? You guys are playing all the computer moves. What are you, machines? Oh my god, this is all computer move. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, the knight drop is something I was trying to think about as well. Silver takes, and then you can drag him away from the gold. Yeah, so that's something I want. This is a mate, actually. Wow, okay. Stop it, Sensei, stop it. Alright, interesting game, guys. But we have to finish with Eon's game now. This is the wrong button. Alright. Really interesting, though. Please send me more of those. The question, what was the question? Sorry. I'm not proud of how I squandered my winning chances this game, but I think it was still an exciting fight until the end. Do you think going for entering king was the right strategy in the end game? Let's find out. This is ambitious to put the silver here because the enemy has the option to jump the knight to 8-5 and chase it away immediately. So it is quite ambitious of you, I'd say. But if they played it in the game... I'm gonna get a bishop out of it. Yeah, maybe. No. Here. And they get a bishop out of it. And then your rook survives. And this king is weak against rook drops. So your rook survives. I think that was better, no? I'm not sure. Yeah, I thought letting rook survive was important. They waste 2 generals for it after all. Yeah, and here this bishop isn't helping the attack, nor the defense. They're having a knight. Yeah, see how weak your king is against this dragon now? It's kind of losing. Kind of losing, but you still have material advantage. They have this pawn drop here. No, they don't. It's an Ifu. They have the bishop drop, silver drop. Oh yeah, I'm seeing like this bishop drop here basically, and it stops the king advancement while attacking the rook. So for example, I don't know, you can like activate this dragon, as we know, on there. Knight drop to try to surround it, but the new dragon is dying. Even if you go for the Nigoku, you're gonna be pieced down, right? And this dragon is still here, so it's not very survivable thing. This is why I think avoiding that overall going here was better. No, this is all forced and we have to like survive, right? Trying to attack. Maybe defend a little bit more? Maybe keep this king, like keep this dragon isolated so that knight drop though. Knight drop is painful. No, we still can run. This is the bishop, right? Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. It's much better to not allow them to take the rook. Knight drop. If you wanna play like Satomir Nishiyama, you have to know at a glance exactly what to do in situations like this, basically. Yeah, I would try to go there, but and this is more realistic yet for the Nigyoku because those attacking pieces are not preventing us, I think. I mean, it's still very, very hard, but if you try to slow them down, here they just drag you out immediately, right? Boom. Yeah, suddenly those two pieces are not helping you at all. So I think it was more important to... So this is exactly what we did on Thursday streams, yeah? You look at this position and you say, which king is safer? Well, clearly they have 4 freaking metal pieces next to his king, and your king has 0. So if you go for the mutual attack, it is by definition win for them. That's what we've learned on Thursday streams. So we learned for like few months, basically, we had this whole chapter about how to deal with situations like this. And we had the Judoka Ose, and Judoka Ose was exchange enemy pieces, block them off, or push them away. In these situations, this dragon definitely is the biggest problem you have, so maybe blocking it off was a good idea. The next option we had was to create the invincible shape, which is the new Gyoku Zetto. The other thing that we had, I think, was about slowing down the enemy attack, which was about creating an escape route, and two other things that repairing your castle, reuniting the pieces, and something else. Like, we had all those theories, and here all of them becomes to life. Yeah, the bishop comes useful again, you block the dragon, your king has more safety, and once you have this additional move that you can spare, maybe you can start playing aggressive moves. 2/6 pawn, I don't know if it's the best one. Because if you had a knight, that would have a follow-up, but currently this pawn, just by existing, is limiting this king. If you sacrifice it, it creates an escape route on its own. So the question is the timing, yeah? So yeah, first of all, king safety difference, go for the defense if you're behind. Unless you have some forceful winning variation, which you don't, because they have a fortress. So here defend, and then try to survive, try to survive, try to survive. If you have enough breath, find the best attacking move. Or just go for the Nigyoku, yeah, that's also an option, yeah. So those are two different options you have. Slow them enough that you can counter, or just go for Nigyoku. You have to choose. But then you have to give yourself more moves, so lance drop would make sense to like slow them down a little bit more, whichever plan you choose. What did we do? Knight drop. I mean, this makes more sense, right? We're gonna ignore this move. This is probably a good move for your opponent as well. Maybe gold drop will be a good defense. Yeah, maybe. We have to survive somehow. We slow them down. Now we abandon. So we abandon our pieces, yeah? King is gonna abandon those two because we're thinking New Gyoku. How do we achieve New Gyoku though? We could try to start setting up some camp here. If we drop the rook, they have a pawn drop. That's a painful one. We could risk exchanging those two to drag away this gold from this side. And like try to build a certain safety over there, but you can see that already the king is surrounded. That's kind of not good. So we have to balance them both somewhat. And that's difficult, yeah. Maybe go for the edge. Maybe start coming, but the knight is here, so it's quite unlikely, yeah. Escape a little bit more. Try to escape. Pawn drop. Try to block them again. Yeah, trying to survive more and more. But it kind of looks losing because of the length it takes to get there. So the answer is it's probably not possible. Okay, back to chat. Remember, kids' professional shapes require professional understanding. Don't be the AI that studied professional game and learned sacrificing was a strong... Yeah, you have to understand what's behind exactly. Missed the chance of pawn to 6 after gold drop 3/4. Here, eh? Yeah, that's also quite interesting, yes. But again, like, giving away the rook, right? Sure, you drag the king out, but gave them a whole rook, which is your king weakness. And now they can start thinking about New Gyoku. Yeah. How about leaving the lance? If rook takes, then gold drop. It's always tempo. Ah, I see. Okay. So like rook drop, we're gonna drop the pawn though, so that's not the best. Let's say pawn drop, they come in, and then you drop the gold. Yeah, that's interesting. So the problem is they could sacrifice the dragon, right? So you have to be aware of that. If not, they take the lance. We take here. And now the question is who's faster? Which isn't any like obvious at all. And also we have one goal, less goal to attack, but maybe it's fine. We can always slow down here. Yeah, not sure about the rook drop in general. I mean, if we are nasty, we can always try move like this. And if they take, we drop the bishop. Type of move. We could try that. And then have a little bit better attack. But then they promote. Promotion is something that's quite rough. Questions how nasty it will be. Also, if they drop the lance, we don't have a pawn to block it, right? So those will be like those endgame things we have to be aware of. But yeah, that looks a little bit better. Feels like a good idea because I have the knight. Yeah, I agree. Let me check that with computer. This is what we analyzed. Now let's confirm that. Yeah, it's good, guys. It's good to like take a game, think of it on your own, not immediately like throw it in the computer, and then find out if your intuition was spot on or not. Yeah. And also don't be scared if the computer immediately plays a different move. Try to play out your move and see what happens. Yeah. Maybe it was just the second best move. The kind of move to turn the opponent's blood into ice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't comment anything about the opening because I'm not gonna lie. I suck at this opening so hard I don't wanna think about it. I have so many bad memories about it too. I'm just gonna ignore it completely. I'm gonna be like, oh sure, cool, you played Satomi's game, yeah. I completely don't understand it. How can I ever recover? Well, throw your computer off the window. That's the only way. Don't do it. So we have your opponent winning here. If they just simply take this pawn, yeah, that would be better. Here you are winning. Pawn push, I see, that's what the computer must. Give it a few more moves. So it's 600. What about this one? Why am I wrong? It's minus 200, so it's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, if there is this pawn push thing, this actually forces it to think more. I'm gonna limit the options by playing out the moves that are obvious. 600. I see, so if the king takes, we just drag him out, and I see, yeah, that was nice. Let's check the lance drop thing. Ah! The computer kinda agrees with me here, yeah? The main idea we're following is blocking off the dragon. For some reason, oh yeah, look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not old yet. Sorry, watching on phone now through computer out of the window. Well, that's good. That's good. Your soul will be much cleaner after that one. Look at it. Look at it. The theory that you're learning, it's correct, and I'm not a silly lady speaking about weird Japanese game. I'm actually having some sense in my words. Whoa. All right. So let's do this variation that we let's force it into this variation that we try to analyze, because we're humans, we know better. It's senseless computer. No. Okay, this is the move as well. Good, we found it. Cool. Silver, let's say we promote here. There's an option of bishop 3-5 here, I think, but bishop drop 1-3. Wow. All right, that's an option. So let's force it in this way. It's like the Mifa move from the TTK. It just breaks your mind. Okay, promotion, we take it, yeah. Gold moves back. Guys, I am actually... Actually, we're getting there. We're getting there. Bishop of 5-2. Okay, definitely we didn't predict that move. Okay. Let's say we played a waiting move. Rook 8-8, pawn drop 4-6. Pawn takes promotion. 2-2, pawn drop 7-6, 7. Okay, so the idea is we do force them to drop a pawn, therefore they have no way of attacking. But we want to... We do have a pawn though, so I don't know. Attack here is what computer is saying. Why here is my question. This is the king here. And then we drop the silver, which we just rebuild the castle. This is another technique. It's important that now they cannot drop a pawn here. Yeah, they cannot force it. If we take, what if we don't take? What if we... What happens if we allow the promotion exactly? We would drag the king out, right? Takes, pawn drop takes, 7-9, bishop drop. Okay, so the target is to drop this bishop over here. So this is why we're... That's my arrow. I was like, computer, what are you doing? But this is my arrow, actually. We're gonna take it. Yeah, so this is like equal game, it seems. Then we promote, then I go back, then king takes the pawn, and slowly takes, pawn drop, king retakes. What the heck is this line? Yeah, basically he rebuilds his castle here. All right, so let's go to the crazy line, because I know you guys all want to know what happens there. Yeah, just continue defending and still rook drop 8-8 is the target. But the king is closer, we drop the silver to 6-2 instead of 7-2. Our rook will be chased away and the game continues. Yeah, interesting. So, oh yeah, just one more thing, sorry. The entering king thing. Yeah, it seems that computer didn't like it, right? You're a little bit behind already here. But yeah, moves like this, like a gold drop here, making a route for the king to climb for, that makes more sense in general. Climb, silver drop. I think I showed this move. Or I was thinking about it and didn't say anything. Trying to, attack the king while preventing it from going up. This is the basic pattern of punishing the entering king. Yeah. Basic pattern. You're losing the rook. Even if you enter the king, probably you don't have enough points. So, also having the rook, maybe it's easier to capture the king overall. Yeah. Quite unusual, isn't it? All right. Thank you, Ian, for sending this. Quite interesting idea. Yeah, Thundering King and so on. Yeah, I don't know much about this shape. I hate it. I know that they play nowadays like with a weirder king shape. The gold goes here or the gold goes here or whatever. They're trying to make it more like Gangi style. And my brain just doesn't understand at this point. I would have to watch a lot of them games. Maybe we can study it Saturday next week. Like watch a bunch of Satomi's games basically next week, Saturday. Maybe that's a good content. Let me just refresh the Kifu thing. So we had Tom Blunt's. I might do it on YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it for now. Alright, yeah, that was the last one. Yeah, thanks, Ian. Quite a rough game, I'd say. He fought really well. But yeah, again, defending your king against the enemy attack. Enemy rook. Like, if you can block it, basically. That's the easiest advice I can give you. Do not go for mutual attack if the king's safety is in your disadvantage. That's what the book taught us. Because it's like, I don't know if you guys play games like Hearthstone or something. Let's say like it's 30 life and you're down to 5 and they have 28. If you go for an equal exchanges, you lose your half faster. Yeah, you have only 5 left. Same here. King is weaker. He has less squares to go. Mutual attack, you're gonna lose, yeah? So you have to block the enemy monster. You have to banish it away. Yeah, the rook, the dragon. You have to make sure that it doesn't affect your king directly so that the shield is made on top of your health. You give the armor to the king so that you can survive longer. And then once you have like 15 armor, so then you have like 20 health in total, kinda, then maybe you can turn the game around, type of deal. The same way of thinking here. You survive more moves, you can invest some moves in the attack. I mean, I'm not gonna say my plays are similar. I'm just not as strong as Sotomi, and that's where it ends. Have you seen that Sotomi won against Deguchi? No, but I have to. Wow, that's I mean, Jean is more like playing the Magic the Gathering Hearthstone. I tried to, but he knows it so much better. He goes to those like legendaries ranks or whatever. I'm just here like playing cards. I don't remember all the cards my enemy has, and I have no understanding of the strategy. I'm playing my rush comp, just drop every card possible. Yeah, more. I mean, if I have Tsume, the card Tsume, I will probably find it, but yeah. Thanks, Koshira. I will have to check it after the stream. Maybe I can quickly find it. Ah, that one. That match, right? Is it this one?
Hi.
No, this is... No, that's not this one. 24th, 2 days ago. No, I didn't see that. Let's take a quick look. It was breathtaking. Both endgame strength was incredible. Hi. That was a good one. Yeah, hi. MTG theory can be a little bit weird, especially with beatdown and inevitability. Yeah, I have no idea what those words mean. Let's start with that. It was before, like, there were those commander stuff and whatever, like, just the lands and stuff. Like, the fact that you cannot get the lands early on and then you have to struggle drawing cards, it's also a thing. Bishop exchange on Aguma, interesting. So you see, both sides exchange the bishop and they are like, okay, let's redrop them, okay, and then they fight with it. Yeah. That's how we play Shogi. I'm gonna go over this quickly. I gave you guys a link in the chat if you wanna analyze it in more depth. Let's look again how this king survives. It was amazing. Like it was here. It seems like it's surrounded and everything. But it just walks out of it. La 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 la. La 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 la. Here, please come this way. Thank you, my silver. And it walks and it walks and it walks. I wonder why he took this gold. Like, why not the other silver? Maybe this king was in a checkmate if... And then he has to come here to defend. Maybe that's it. King a2 was crazy. King a2 is indeed very crazy. But we wanna force the enemy to stay with this pawn on 7-2. It also would block the dragon, right? That's what's happening. I'm quite surprised that, like, here we're not making a check instead of taking the silver, right? Oh, we took the gold actually. Why not? Why aren't we making the check? Cannot we make a check here? Like, we totally could make 6-4. I think 6-4 horse is much better, no? Dance drop. Oh. Then you cannot drop the pawn. That's silly. Satomi. Yeah, guys, if you ever wondered how strong is Satomi and why her playstyle is not like mine, that's one of those reasons. Yeah, she's incredibly strong. Incredibly. Thank you for sharing, Koshiro. I will have to take a look at it once more later. Alright, guys, that's gonna be all for today. Let me see if we can rate anyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sending your games. We're gonna continue, I believe, on Thursday with our endgame stream. And yeah, I will see you on the Discord, yeah? He was a title challenger, he was. He's a very young, strong player from Ogikubo. Take care. Have a nice end of the week, yeah?